Hi, my name is Kelly Amos, and I'm a fitness and nutrition specialist, and I'm also a behavior change coach, and having trouble talking over my braces today, apparently. Today, for your tiny health tip, I'm going to talk about motivation. And I've talked about this before, but this is kind of a different approach or a different way to look at things. Think about when you're doing things, and it'll be different in different activities or whatever it is that you're doing as far as your goals. But think about, as far as your motivation, is what is motivating you now? Is it because it's something that you want? What you want is motivating you. So you want to go to Hawaii, so you'll work those extra shifts, or you'll do all these extra things, and you'll be really disciplined and budget with your money because you want to buy your plane tickets and stay in this condo. And so all of the things that you're doing as far as your effort and your budget and your spending is because you want this trip to Hawaii. Or is it something that you don't want? Is that what motivates you? I will continue to do this and I will bust through because I don't want that. I don't want to have cancer. I don't want to feel weak. I don't want my wardrobe to continue to grow in elastic waistbands. I don't want that. I don't want to have to keep going up in sizes and looking for stretchy material. So those are the things that, as far as what you're doing, looking at what is motivating you. And there are a couple things to think about as far as your goal and being able to push through. Because bottom line, if you're quitting, then you're not doing it anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether it's positive or negative, you're quitting. So the first thing, as far as being able to push through and be able to tap into that motivation, would be to have an emotional attachment to it. So people will, hi Kellen, so people will tell me a lot. I hear a lot of goals. I do. I hear a lot of goals. But it's really action and pushing through with that action as far as your plan. And so you have to have an emotional attachment to it that is very strong, that it's so strong that it's worth the change, the pain. Hi James. My nephew gets notifications that I'm live. That's awesome. I love you, James. But with any change comes pain, no matter what. And the change can be painful for a moment, or it can be painful for time, or it could be just you're anticipating the pain and it really isn't as bad as you think because the other side actually looks pretty good. And that's usually the most cases. But you have to have an emotional attachment to whatever it is. And you may think that you have an emotional attachment, but if you're not, but if you get down to, okay, I'm feeling this pain, and then you run away from it, whether it's physical pain, emotional pain, whatever, you aren't connected to it enough. It's got to be stronger. And the other thing is, the second thing is, this is my list. Inspiration. You need to have someone or something in your life that is inspiring you. And that's where that again will change and depending on the situation. But being inspired by someone and having that feeling of whether it's you see what they're doing and how they're behaving, and that just really inspires you. And if they can do it, then I can do it too. That's really important. And it might not even be the same thing. It might be some other thing in their aspect of their life, and you're thinking, man, they're really having it rough, but they aren't giving up. They're going. So I think it's really important that you have something or someone in your life that inspires you. And if you don't, you might want to look at your circle and maybe branch out a little bit and get out of that circle or get into some other things and start looking for inspiration. And the other thing too that goes along with that is, are you inspiring anyone? I mean, are there things that you do that are inspiring others? And I have to say that's one of the things, I have both. I have people that inspire me, and lots of people that inspire me. And I also feel the responsibility of being a role model or inspiration to others. No one will learn quitting from me. No one will learn what it feels like being abandoned from me. So think about who's or what is inspiring you, and think about what are you doing that is inspiring others, because that's really a big part of behavior change, is to be a role model. And if you're feeling like I don't have anyone, then it's just start looking, because you are an inspiration. You really are. And maybe you need to just ask somebody, how can I help you? How can I inspire you? And that's really all I have to say, because I'm talking way too long. I hope that this was helpful. I hope this was inspiring for you. And I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you sharing, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.